you sit there and you look at everybody, to the people out there, you who clicked on this video, let me talk to you for a second. Over the years, I've seen people reach, climb, try to aspire to be at the top. And I've been fortunate enough in my life to have seen people at the top. It's very few people that can be up here. Very few. Just because you've been a WWE champion, a world heavyweight champion, none of that shit means nothing. You could be a transitional champion. That doesn't mean that you're up there at the top. The top is where you want to be. Where Shao Kahn is right now, everybody wants to be at the top. Now, even if you're a champion right now, Cody, he's at the top. He's the WWE champion. He just smelt what it's like at the top when he beat Roman. Once he beat Roman, that was his coronation, just like a god of destruction being born. That was his coronation. He defeated somebody who defied what it means to be at the top. He defined it. And then Cody capitalized on it. He's been doing his thing ever since. That's what it means to be at the top. It was destined for Cody to get there. Drew McIntyre, unfortunately for you, you're a top guy, but you were never going to be at the top. But you have been used as legitimate top guy who can be put down by somebody who's already at the top. Case in point, CM Punk. Case in point, Cody Rhodes. Case in point, Roman Reigns. I'm not going to include Seth in there because Seth Rollins is just like you. Seth mentioned of a month ago, before he got beat up, he was talking about the top and how very few people smelt that air up there. He is right, because you want to know why? He beat Cody Rhodes at Crown Jewel to get that championship. So Seth, by default, is at the top, and he smelt the air because he beat Cody in a champion versus champion match. But you want to know something? He damn near had to kill himself to get it because he wants to stay at the top. You understand what I'm saying? See, being at the top, it will consume you. It will consume you, and it will get you to do things that you shouldn't be doing. Now look at him. He's hurt and trying his best to come back at WrestleMania next year to try to squeeze his way to be at the top. But unfortunately for him, his body is not built to be up at the top. It's too high of an altitude. It's too high up there. His muscles can't take it. His knees are bad. Doing all that jumping shit. You're not meant to be at the top. If he would have just slowed his work rate down and work like a heel and not try to do flashy moves to get these people to cheer you, that's not their job. Your job is to get them to boo you. The music, he wants all that so he can try to stay at the top. It consumes people. Jey Uso had a taste of it. A taste. He was at the top of the mountain. His belief in himself is what got him right back down at the goddamn bottom where you belong. excited. I want to be like my cousin Roman. I want to be a champion. All them times Roman was battling you in the early stages of his run, trying to show you what it means to be up at the top. Apparently that didn't rub off on you because you're back at the bottom where you belong. Not a lot of people can make it up here. And it's very few. Just because you were a WWE champion, it don't mean you were at the top. You were about to approach the top. It's like a Mortal Kombat ladder. You were about to approach the top. You're moving up the mountain because you're putting down challengers on your title reign. You're putting them down until you reach the top. And the top is somebody like Brock Lesnar. The top is somebody like John Cena, which is what Gunther's about to do this Saturday. That's the top. Just because you're the WWE champion, world heavyweight champion, women's world champion, women's WWE champion, NXT champion, it don't fucking matter if you're not built to be up there. You have to be bigger than the championship almost to reach the top. If we take that championship up off of Cody Rhodes, he's still at the top. He's a made guy. If we take the championship off of Drew McIntyre, he's just a guy who just had the championship because he didn't put down people. He didn't have a long title reign. None of his feuds make sense. He's just in there. That's what he was for Drew. And I felt sorry for Drew because he's someone who should be at the top. I'm scared for Braun because I want him to achieve the top. But I think they will not know who to put him in there with, to feud with, and then they'll just throw people like Randy Orton at him, people like that. And like feuds, they're just not extended out to where you can really see what this dude is made of. When Brock Lesnar won the championship, he was at the fucking top. He beat The Rock, sent his ass to Hollywood, then went on to put people down. Undertaker, Big Show, Booker T, all these people. Putting them down. Hulk Hogan, Shawn Michaels, just putting these people down, beating a motherfucking ass. The top is powerful. A lot of people are going to try to reach it, but they're not built for it. The Young Bucks aren't built for the top. They're not even. They're at the bottom of the mountain when you start the arcade mode in Mortal Kombat. They're down there. They don't get it yet. You could come out there and try to flash your little muscles and shit like that, like one of them did last week. And shit ain't gonna matter. None of this shit matters. AEW don't got no top guy. They don't have top stars. So I can't even talk about them. I can't associate anybody over there with being at the top. Maybe Dean Ambrose, John Moxley. I can say that about him being at the top, sniffing that air. Takes a lot to get up there. Takes a certain type of person who can handle all of that. You don't listen. It's just like what Dr. Loomis said to that dude in Halloween 2. You don't know what death is. You don't. You don't know what it means to be the champion. We've seen burials this week. We've seen people have their last matches. We've seen any and everything about what AEW got going on. And judging by this week, they don't even know, bro. They don't. Winter is coming, and it is. It's coming. It's cold outside. You better get you somebody who can keep you warm. But when you up here at the top, you ain't got nothing to worry about.